All right, ready to play some ball here at Grandview Park. Again, it's Hudson against Eau Claire North tonight. Aaron Sundin here with you on this rain-delayed start in Hudson, but we do have sunny skies, a little bit of a breeze coming in from, feels like the north. But we will be playing ball here and hopefully get this game in before the lights go out. On the mound tonight, Ben Burkhoff, junior for the Raiders, having a great year. Burkhoff, one of the leaders in the Big Rivers Conference in both wins, ERA, and strikeouts. So nice to see him on the mound. This is our first time seeing Ben this year. Owen Wedge pitched on Tuesday, and it sounded like he pitched a doozy. Again, a 2-1 win for North there on a walk-off sacrifice fly in the 7th inning. So these teams are evenly matched, playing here, battling for at least a tie, hopefully a share of a tie for the Big Rivers Conference. And with not many games left in the season, it's certainly in both teams' hands here to grab it and run with it. So North comes in, again, leading the conference. They have played more conference games than most of the rest of the teams. They're sitting at 10-2, ranked number 5 in the state. Hudson came in ranked number 10 at the end of last week's state ranking. So I think both of these teams are going to get a really good seed in the upcoming playoffs. Certainly a home game, maybe 2, depending on how things go. So we will see how things progress.
Now it's time to play ball. Leading off today for Eau Claire North, the catcher, number 15, Jonah Hansen.
Jonah Hansen, catcher for North, steps up to the plate, leading off. A lot of seniors on this team here for North. Hansen among those seniors. Catching night. Falls that one back. 0-1. Burkhoff, big, tall, lanky pitcher. Got a good fastball. Nice-looking curve. Hudson goes lefty-lefty at the top of their rotation with Wedge and Burkhoff. We'll see how things go. I know the coaches are probably thinking, try to be active on those foul balls that get out along the side of the field here, along the fence. It's getting pretty muddy, but things should dry out nicely. Pitch comes in. That one fouled off to the right. 0-2 here. Starting to warm up a little bit. Getting a little bit of sunlight. I think as the day progresses here, we're going to be glaring right into the sun. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. That one flied out to left field. Fielder gets underneath it to make the catch. That is Peyton Lawrence out there.
At 5:48, game time temperature 61 degrees. Batting second for North, the second baseman, number 7, Jack Kane.
Jack Kane, the batter, number 7. Jack's a junior. 3 pitches that time for Burkhoff. Gets the first out. Burkhoff with the delivery. Fastball high. 1-0. Again, should be a pitcher's duel today as well. 1-0 pitch. Cross for a strike. 1-1. Go through Hudson's infield here in a minute. 1-1. Fastball blows by him that time. First base, we have Owen Wedge. Second base, Braden Ducharme. At short, we have Jake Busson. And at third base, Wiley Bomber. Behind the plate, Kyler Hove. 1-2 here on Kane. Falls that one back. Your outfield for Hudson. In left field, Peyton Lawrence. Center field, Brennan Ducharme. And in right field, Ben Land. That's your lineup for Hudson out in the field. Count stays 1-2. Fastball that time. Looking good so far here for Burkhoff. Very efficient, 7 pitches.
Third for North. Shortstop, number 30, Gabe Richardson.
Ben Richardson steps up to the plate. Or Gabe Richardson, I'm sorry, Gabe Richardson. Richardson playing shortstop. Richardson on the year. .462 batting average in conference. 1-1. Little off-speed pitch that time, fouled back. Burkhoff ahead again, 1-2. Again, 2 outs here, top of first. One good thing about the weather we had earlier, at least the grass looks green. Right, guys? I'm getting nods. 1-2. Just misses outside there. One of those weird seasons with the weather impacting a lot of games. 1-2. Gets him on an inside strike that time. Fastball. 2 strikeouts in the inning there for Burkhoff. After 1/2 inning. North nothing. Hudson coming up to bat.
McCarty Construction, the top builder of decks and outdoor living spaces in western Wisconsin. McCarty also offers commercial and residential roofing with free roof inspections and quotes. And don't forget, McCarty has a lifetime guarantee on all workmanship. It's McCarty Construction. You can reach them at mccartyroofing.com.
When you're looking for a contractor you can trust to get it right, choose Derrick Companies of New Richmond. Whether it's a dream home for your family or a 100,000 square foot manufacturing space, we have the experience and expertise to help you build your dream. Derrick Companies, family owned in St. Croix Valley since 1967. Derrick Built means experience and reputation, quality, honesty, and trust.
All right. Bottom of the first inning here, leading off for Hudson, Wiley Balmer. Balmer, the batting average leader right now in the Big Rivers Conference, sitting at .467. So having a great year. Good to see Wiley getting out there and getting some playing time and making the best of his opportunities. Hudson's lineup today. Balmer leading off. Batting second, Braden Ducharme, the second baseman. Batting third, Jake Bussin, the shortstop. Batting cleanup, Owen Wedge playing first base. Brennan Ducharme in center field, batting fifth. Hunter Carlson, the DH, is batting sixth. Kyler Hove catching, batting seventh. Ben Land in right field, batting eighth. Peyton Lawrence, the number 9 batter, playing left field.
First inning for Hudson, the third baseman, number 2, Wiley Balmer.
Balmer having a good season, as I mentioned, and a lot of speed there, too. So I know Coach Blagan love to get the top of this lineup going early here for the Raiders in this game. Expecting a pitcher's duel, but certainly try to attack early and make the pitcher work for it, get some runners on base, and roll the dice. Inside that time, ball 1. I'll do my best to keep books tonight for you guys, too, so we have an idea as to who did what at their last at-bats. 1-0 pitch is high, 2-0. One thing about having a high batting average just means you're patient at the plate, looking for your pitch. So far, so good for Balmer, 2-0. That time, strike right across the middle, 2-1. Pascal, the pitcher, with the delivery. Lined up the middle. That's going to be a base hit. Good leadoff hit there by Balmer. Good at bat. Gets the leadoff hit for the Raiders.
Batting second for the Raiders, second baseman, number 4, Braden Ducharme.
Braden Ducharme here, second baseman. Ducharme having a nice year, too, at the plate. Hudson has 2 players in the top 15 in batting average. Brennan Ducharme hitting at .333. This is his brother Braden. Ball inside that time. Again, good speed at first base with Balmer. See how much Pascal is worried about the runner if he's going to throw over. He's going to deliver. Good secondary lead that time. 2-0, that ball was low. Again, Bomber the runner at first. Ducharme the batter. Strike that time. 2-1. Infield a little bit shallow here. Again, looks like things are drying out pretty well. The exception of a couple of spots. Shortstop. The bases are dried out. Fouled off that time. 2-2. As I mentioned earlier, big storm in Hudson today. Lots of rain, hail, just trying to dry things out. Softball had a game just below us here earlier. That game got canceled, so baseball did a good job getting this field cleaned up. 2-2. Yep. Hit by pitch that time by Ducharme. Pascal came inside with a curveball. Just got him right on the arm. So Hudson with 2 runners on, nobody out. Good start here for the Raiders. Brings up junior shortstop Jake Busson. We've seen Coach Blagan get pretty aggressive on the base pass this year. We'll see if see any activity there. No, runner at first is not being held. Second base inside that time. Ball 1. Bomber at second. Really nobody over there covering him either. Curveball that time. Strike. 1-1. Bussin with decent pop. Outfield in. See what how the defense reacts here. 1-1. Jams him that time. 1-2. Pitcher's mound looks pretty dried off too. No troubles yet for either pitcher so far. 1-2 here on Bussin. Curveball that time gets him looking. Nice pitch by Pascal.
Batting fourth for the Raiders. First baseman number 1, Owen Wedge.
Brings up the cleanup hitter, Owen Wedge. As I mentioned, Owen pitched the other night, had a good game. Battle of a pitching duel. Hudson, again, second place right now in the conference. Tied with Memorial, although Memorial has one more game than Hudson does. Followed by Chippewa, New Richmond, River Falls, Race Lake, and Menominee. Again, I believe those first 2 teams for sure, maybe even down as far as 3, 4, should get fairly decent seedings in the playoffs. Fouled back that time by Wedge. 0-1. Oh, the crowd gasped, so I'm thinking a car got hit there. More hail damage. 0-1. Feels kind of weird not having that big goofy guy next to me up here, but we'll make it work. I got Jeff helping me out. We're going to talk to Jeff here in a few minutes. Introduce you to him. Oh, you're there. Hop on. What's your last name, Jeff?
It is Munter.
Jeff Munter. Are you a Hudson guy?
No, sir. I live in Minnesota.
You do?
Mm-hmm. But I've been working here for about a year.
1-1. You're working for the River Channel?
Yes, sir.
See this pitch here. You tell us what you do. Curveball that time. Nice pitch. 1-2. So you work at the River Channel. What do they have you doing down there?
Mostly sitting meetings and other sports like this, concerts, the whole 9 yards. If it's worth filming, that's where I'm at.
Cool. Well, good to have you. I'm sure we're going to have you around for other stuff too. 1-2 the pitch here. Curveball that time gets him. Nice pitch that time by Pascal. Kind of froze those last 2 batters with that curveball.
Batting fifth for the Raiders, the center fielder number 7, Braden Ducharme.
So we got 2 outs here. Again, runners on first and second. Brings up Braden Ducharme, center fielder. Brother Braden is at first base. Wiley Balmer at second. Fastball that time, outside corner for a strike. 0-1. So, are you on, Jeff?
I can be.
All right. Outside that time. So, did you go to school for this?
Yes, sir.
Where'd you go to school?
Little place called Century College.
I've heard of it.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
Good place to get a film education.
Do you work for any other stations beside the River Channel, or is that your main gig?
This is my main gig.
Foul back that time. 1-2. Well, very cool. I think you'll like doing stuff with Ken and his team. And
Ken's a great guy.
yeah,
He said, hey, can you help me out? And I said, absolutely.
absolutely. 1-2 here on Ducharme. Again, 2 outs. Gets him that time on the curveball. Nasty curveball. 3 straight strikeouts for Pascal. Hudson threatens with the leadoff single and then a hit by pitch, but no runs, 1 hit, 2 left. After 1, Eau Claire North 0, Hudson 0. We'll be right back. All right, top of the second here, Sam Feck leading off for North. Fouls that one off to the left side, 0-1. Good ending that in the top of the first there for Ben Burkhoff. A couple of strikeouts, 1, 2, 3. See if he can deliver with that. Only up to 15 pitches so far, so being very efficient. Fastball that time fouled back. Feck, another one of those seniors, playing first base tonight. North has a pretty good program there, and you're going to see most years they're going to be heavy with seniors. They get a lot of numbers. Curveball that time, nice pitch. Just couldn't get him to bite, a little high. 1-2. A lot of success over there. And Eau Claire, Chippewa, that's a well-known baseball community in Wisconsin. Inside with the fastball that time, evens the count at 2-2. Hudson having a little resurgence of their own with baseball, though, so that's nice to see. Curveball that time. Drops low, even makes the count 3-2, full count here. 3-2 on the batter, Feck. Fastball that time popped up. Bomber going for it. Bussin settles underneath it, makes the catch for the first out.
Batting 5th for North, third baseman number 19, Cole Bockham.
Cole Bockham, the batter. Bockham at third base. Another senior here. Ball high that time from Burkhoff, 1-0. Fastball that time blows by him. 1-1. Seems like I come to these games thinking I need a T-shirt, I bring a sweatshirt. And all of a sudden I bring a sweatshirt, now I wish I had a T-shirt. Fastball that time, 1-2. I can't figure it out, Jeff.
Midwest has got very bipolar weather.
Yeah, this time of year especially. Burkhoff active on the mound there. 2-2. Getting into a good rhythm. Gets him. Fastball again. Strike 3, 2 outs.
Batting 6th for North, the center fielder number 12, Henry Wilkinson.
Brings up Henry Wilkinson. Wilkinson playing center field for North tonight. Again, 5 up, 5 down so far for Burkhoff. Fastball that time, strike 1. Another fastball. Looking good out there so far for Burkhoff. Heading the count here, 0-2. 1, 2, 3. 3 swings, 3 misses that time for Wilkinson. Great inning again by Burkhoff. No runs, no hits. Nobody left after 1.5. Hudson 0, North 0. All right, we're back. Bottom of second.
Leading off bottom of the second inning for the Raiders.
Hunter Carlson coming up to bat.
Number 10, Hunter Carlson.
Hunter designated hitter tonight in the number 6 spot. Hunter only a sophomore, having a nice year at the plate for Hudson. Hudson with the number 6, 7, and 8 batters here to start off the second inning. Again, both pitchers showing some power tonight. Burkhoff so far 4 strikeouts. Pascal ended the inning last inning. A little bit of a Hudson threat with 3 straight strikeouts. Fouls that one off. Oh and 1 here on Carlson. Umpire trying to stay active, keeping the pitcher with a dry baseball. Oh and 1 here on Carlson. Fouled off to the left side, just foul. Got him with that outside curveball. 0 and 2. Field looks like it's dried out pretty well so far. Don't know about the grass, probably holding a little bit of water. 0 and 2 here on Carlson. And all the other games tonight rained out. This field is able to dry out enough and get a game on. So ball that time. JV and JV, or the JV field just to the north of us here, that not able to drain enough to get a game in. And then we mentioned softball. All those games were canceled as well at the Grandview 4 and then the high school field below us. Curveball that time. In the gap in the 5-6 hole. Nice at bat that time by Carlson. Leads off another inning here with a single.
And 7th for the Raiders. The catcher, number 5, Kyler Hove.
See as the game goes along here how the pitchers are doing. We had a low-scoring game Tuesday. Again, both these teams are very well disciplined. Certainly can play some small ball. Try to butt and advance the runner. Kyler Hove up to the plate now, the catcher. Throw over to first. Carlson's back. Nobody out here. Top or bottom of second. Pascal delivers, ball high. 1-0. Carlson, the runner at first. 1-0 delivery. Swing and a miss. 1-1. One and one here on Hove. Squares the bunt. That one's going to just roll foul. Quick bunt that time. A lot of times if it's a sacrifice, you're going to see him square up a little quicker. That time trying to do a quick bunt, maybe leg it out for a single and advance that runner. 1-2. Pascal having some success when he gets ahead in the count with that curveball. See what he wants to throw here. Takes a look at the runner. Fastball that time. Gets him on the outside corner. Good pitch.
Batting 8 for the Raiders, right fielder number 6, Ben Land.
Ben Land, right fielder. Senior up to the plate. One out here for the Raiders, bottom of the second. Hunter Carlson, the runner at first. That one's fall back. These tight games, anytime you can put a little pressure on the defense, a little pressure on the pitcher, get those runners on base. Important, especially in the early innings here. Curveball that time. Right across the plate for strike 2. Oh and 2 on Ben Land. That one's hit up the middle, right off Pascal's glove. He's going to try to go to first. Ball in the dirt. They got him on a scoop. That was a close play at first base. I don't know. It's hard to tell over there with the way the bag is dirty if he kind of pulled his foot. Definitely went towards the ball to scoop it, but...
Batting 9 for the Raiders, the left fielder, number 15, Peyton Lawrence.
Actually, pretty good play that time by the pitcher Pascal to recover. Went hot off his glove, thought it was going to go up the middle, but he was able to make that play. Carlson advances to second, brings us up to Peyton Lawrence, the left fielder. 2 outs here. Ball outside. One and 0 here. Ball high. 2-0 on Lawrence. Again, 2 outs. Hunter Carlson, the runner at second. Lawrence, the number 9 batter. 2-0. Curveball that time for a strike. Both pitchers using the off-speed pitches well tonight, especially painting that corner. 2-1. A little high that time. Lawrence able to hold, so 3-1. 36 pitches so far for Pascal. We're in the bottom of the second. Curveball misses. 2-out walk drawn by Peyton Lawrence. Brings us back to the top of the order. Wiley Balmer singled his last at bat.
Wiley Balmer.
So Hudson with another threat here. Runners at first and second. 2 outs. Balmer again singled up the middle his first at bat. Runner's going to try to pick off at second. He's there. Peyton Lawrence, the runner at second base. I'm sorry, Peyton Lawrence at first base. Hunter Carlson, the runner at second base. See if they try that same pickoff play again. First pitch is a strike to Balmer. Lawrence, the runner at first, just misses with that curveball. 1-1. Again, North's not really holding the runners here, so decent lead by both runners. And that's a good pitch right there, right across the plate. Count goes to 1-2. One and two here on Balmer. Again, 2 outs. Bottom of the second. Hudson with runners at first and second. Pascal, the pitcher, delivers. Curveball that time gets him swinging. Hudson with a couple runners.
For the Raiders, bottom of the second inning,
no runs, 1 hit, 2 left after 2. North 0 and Hudson 0. All right, we're back here, top of the third inning. Pitchers duel so far. Hudson with a couple of threats, runners at first and second, but can't deliver. So far, Ben Burkhoff, 6 up, 6 down, 4 strikeouts. Leading off the DH, Tyler Mooney. Squares to bunt, lays that one out in front of the plate. Burkhoff over to make the play. just stumbles a little bit on the grass there. Not able to make that play. So Mooney with the leadoff bunt single. Gets North their first runner of the game.
For North, the left fielder, number 8, Braden Tillman.
7, 8, 9 batters here for North. See if they want to try to manufacture a run. Braden Tillman up to the plate now, left fielder. Squares to bunt. There's your sacrifice. Back to Burkhoff. He's going to go to 1, make that play. Runner advances to second. Throw down is not in time. Good sacrifice that time by Tillman.
North, the right fielder, number 14, Roscoe Rennick.
Again, you can kind of see Burkhoff having a little bit of trouble getting off that mound. It is wet right around the edges of it. I think the grass in front is wet too. So Roscoe Rennick, the batter, the right fielder. He's the number 9 batter. 1 out. Fastball that time, strike. Decent speed there from Mooney. He got out of the box quick with that bunt. 0-1 here. 1 out. Line drive to center field. That one's going to fall in. Hudson going to throw to second. Runner at third is not going to try to advance. Rennick delivers with a single. That advances Mooney to third. Again, only 1 out.
Top of the order for North, catcher Jonah Hansen.
Jonah Hansen, the leadoff batter for North, up to the plate. Runners at the corners. 1 out. Mooney at third. Rennick at first. See how Hudson wants to handle this. If they try a steal. 0-1 pitches out, or 0-0 pitches outside. 1-0. Trying to watch that runner at first. I've got to navigate around a few obstacles here, but keep an eye on him. 1-0 here. Hansen 0 for 1. Fastball that time, strike 1. 1-1. One and 1 here on the leadoff batter, Jonah Hansen. Runner at first stays. 2-1. Again, no urgency for Rennick at first base. Looks like he's going to stay put. Knowing the top of the orders there. Burkhoff misses that time. 3-1. Three and 1 here on the batter, Hansen. 3-1 delivery. That one's fouled off. Count goes full. Three and 2 here. Again, top of the third. North with runners at the corners, only 1 out. Full count here on the batter, Hansen. Burkhoff in the stretch and the delivery. That one's flied out to left field. Over there to make the catch is Peyton Lawrence, but that's going to tag and score a run. Mooney in on the RBI sac fly that time by Hansen. North goes on the board 1-0.
Second baseman, Jack Kane.
All right, 2 outs here. Again, runner at first, Rennick. Brings up the batter, Jack Kane. Kane struck out his first at bat, number 2 batter. Hits even at 2 apiece for both these teams. Swing and a miss that time, 1-1. Runner's going that time. Gets away from the catcher, Kyler Hove. Rennick just puts on the brakes at second. He's just happy to be there. So runner in scoring position here for North. Count is 2-1 on the batter, Kane. 2 outs. Burkhoff trying to get out of a little trouble here in the third inning. Fly ball that time. That may be in play. Left fielder comes over to make the play again. That's Peyton Lawrence showing some wheels that time. Lot of green there on that side, so he was able to get over there and make that play. But North is on the board with a couple of hits. Sacrifice fly, 1 left. After 2.5, North 1, Hudson 0.
Braden Ducharme.
All right. Bottom of the third here for Hudson. Number 2, 3, 4 batters in the lineup. Braden Ducharme, the second baseman, hit by pitch his first at bat. He'll lead off for Hudson. Pascal starts with a fastball strike. 0-1. Two pitches so far on the board for Pascal. Curveball that time comes in on Ducharme, but he goes for it. 0-2. Delivery. Curveball foul tip that time. Caught by the catcher for the first out.
Shortstop, Jake Bussin.
6 strikeouts so far for Pascal. Again, getting comfortable on the mound. You see that a lot with these high school kids. They get out there and get through those first couple innings, and then they just start to kind of rock and roll a little bit. Brings up Jake Bussin. Curveball that time, strike. Oh, 1 here on Bussin. Another curveball. That one's going to be high. 1-2, or 1-1. One out here for Hudson, bottom of the third. Fastball that time. Bussin swings and misses. 1-2. Hudson trying to get a little offense here. Respond to that Memorial run. 1-2 on Bussin. Inside that time, just about hit him. 2-2. Bussin flies that one out to center field. Center fielder with his wheels on. Left field calls him off. Oh, I don't know who even made that catch. Center field. He was moving. Number 12, the center fielder. Henry Wilkinson had to cover a lot of real estate there, but he's over to make the catch for the second out. Brings up the first baseman, Owen Wedge. Fastball strike. Oh, 1 here on Owen Wedge. 2 outs here, bottom of the third for Hudson. Curveball that time. Off his foot. Got to walk that one off. Those hurt. Right off the side of your foot. Wedge goes down 0-2. Pascal again getting into a little bit of a rhythm here. 2 outs in the bottom of the third. Little chatter over there in the Hudson dugout. Inside that time. 1-2. Even with the rain tonight, decent crowd. I think it was booster night for Hudson. 1 and 2 on wedge. Fouls that one off. Weird weather. Just kind of blows through and try to get yourself ready and play a ball game. Had quite a few hands out there raking the field before this game to get it dried out. 1 and 2 on wedge. Gets him on strike 3 there. 1, 2, 3 for Hudson. No runs, no hits. Nobody left. After 3, North 1, Hudson 0. All right. Well, I got to tell you, Jeff, you're a pretty good singer, covering a little David Bowie there.
Gabe Richardson.
Very nice, very good.
Queen's up there.
And Queen,
one of my
yep,
favorites.
yep. That's the combo there.
Oh yeah.
Brings us up to Gabe Richardson. Richardson pops that one up right in front of us here. Hove trying to find it in the sun. Third baseman Balmer comes down, makes the catch. Those are tough ones to play, but Balmer had a better angle with the sun at his back. Gets the first out on one pitch.
First baseman Sam Feck.
Ewan. So, Jeff, are you a classic rock guy? You like classic rock?
Absolutely. Everything from the 70s is what I listen to.
Oh, sweet.
I was born in the wrong decade.
Yeah, I guess you were. I wasn't. I was part of that decade, so I can appreciate your love for that music.
Well,
Sam Feck, the batter here. You ever do any karaoke or anything like that?
No, but I was a theater kid back in my day.
Were you? 1 and 1 on Feck. Where did you grow up?
Around the Oakdale area.
Okay.
Went to Darden High School and all of that.
Mm-hmm.
And I got to
one's
go to college. Like right down the street.
And Century is that's in Oakdale, isn't it? Or over in Woodbury?
It's over in like the Matamidi.
Matamidi,
Bear
okay.
Lake area.
Yeah. 2-year program?
Yes, sir. But I spread it amongst 4 years so that I could work while I was doing it.
That's good. Good way to go. That one's fouled off. 1 and 2. What's your favorite part about your job? What do you like doing at the River Channel?
Oh, that's like choosing between your own children. I tell you what, doing stuff with Ken is definitely up there.
Yeah. Yeah, he's a fun guy.
For sure. I didn't know he was made of mushrooms. Low-hanging fruit joke. I had to go for it.
Yeah. That's a dad joke he and I would laugh at. Still 1 and 2 on Feck. Ooh, that one got the umpire. We're going to walk that one off a little bit. You see that happen, and all of a sudden everybody's got to take a little time out. I think I got him right in the chest protector. 2 and 2. Three, 4, 5 batters here. Feck the cleanup. 1 and 2, or 2 and 2. Curveball that time just a little bit high. Really pulled the cord on that one. Brings the count full, 3 and 2. Ball low that time. Look close. 1 out walk for Feck.
Third baseman Cole Bockham.
Cole Bockham, the batter, the third baseman. Bockham struck out his first at bat. We're in the top of the 4th here. North leading 1-0. Curveball that time's high. 1-0. Feck, the runner at first, held by Owen Wedge. Ball in. Ooh, got him in that corner. Looked like that was going to be a little inside. So premature call by the announcer here. 1-1. The outfield screening out there in right field is starting to blow around. Probably part of that storm. That one's on the handles. He's going to hit it to the left center gap. Nice play out there that time. Lawrence has been active the last couple innings. Chases the runner Feck all the way back. I think they thought that was going to get to the gap, but good play that time by
Wilkinson.
Lawrence to get over and make that play, get the ball in right away. 2 outs here. Henry Wilkinson, the center fielder, up to the plate. Hudson, good speed in that outfield we've seen so far. Burkhoff starts off with a strike. Oh and 1 on the batter, Wilkinson. That one's going to get through the 5-6 hole for a 2-out single. Advances the runner over to second. So North with runners at first and second. 2 outs brings up the batter, DH Tyler Mooney.
For North, the designated hitter, Tyler Mooney.
Burkhoff kind of getting a little bit quicker with his delivery here. 2 runners on. Leads that one off. Good pitch, strike 1. Burkhoff checks the runner at second. Comes to the plate. Foul back. Burkhoff up 0-2. Again, we're in the top of the 4th here. Game's humming right along. That's line to the shortstop. Bussin squeezes it for the 3rd out. For North, no runs. 1 hit, 2 runners left. After 3.5, Hudson 0, North 1. 1-0. All right, we're back here, bottom of the 4th. Braden Ducharme leading off for the Raiders. Again, Hudson down 1-0. Fastball strike. 0-1. North with 3 hits so far. Hudson with 2. Hudson with a couple of threats there in the first inning. Hit by pitch that time.
For the Raiders, the designated hitter, Hunter Carlson.
So Ducharme goes over to first base on the hit pitch, brings up Hunter Carlson, singled his last at bat. But I was going to say, finish with their Hudson. A couple of threats in the first and second inning. Had runners at first and second, just couldn't move them along. So hopefully that's a good sign here. A leadoff runner here for Hudson in the bottom of the 4th. Brings up Hunter Carlson. Runner's going. Throw down to second. Oh, it gets through the shortstop's hands. Kind of a delayed throw that time, and I lost track of Ducharme. I'm not sure if he lost his traction on that infield, but again,
Was that just a
he's
strike
over
or a
there.
ball?
That was a strike.
Very good.
Yep. So Ducharme advances to second. Again, nobody out here for Hudson. 0-1 on Hunter Carlson. Pascal misses outside that time. 1-1. Runner at second. Nobody holding him. Fastball that time. Good placement. 1-2. Ducharme with a decent lead there at second base. Carlson with a good at bat. His last at bat hit that one opposite field for a single. 2-2. Ducharme again, the runner at second. 2-2 delivery. That one's fouled off to the left side. Two and two here on Hunter Carlson. Little chatter. Hudson bench is up on the fence. 2-2. Again, fouled back. Hunter's had some good at-bats this year, especially for a young kid, getting deep in the counts. Got a nice swing up there on the left side. Count stays at 2-2. Pascal taking his time. And the delivery. Oh, gets him with that curveball. In the dirt, though. Throw goes over to first. Carlson is out, but the runner moves down to third base. So Ducharme over to third base. Again, only one out here.
Catcher, Kyler Hove.
Brings up the catcher, Kyler Hove. North moving their infield up, trying to protect that run. Pascal with the delivery, that one's outside. Again, North playing aggressive here, trying to knock a ball down in case that runner from third tries to score on an infield hit. That one's fouled off. Lots of green out there in the outfield, so hopefully Kyler can find a gap and get that run in. One and one on Hove. Curveball that time. Kind of has the batters a little off balance with that pitch. It's throwing a lot of curveballs for strikes tonight. 1-2. Again, only one out. Runner at third, Ducharme. Gets him on that fastball for strike three. Two outs here.
Right fielder, Ben Land.
Brings up the right fielder, Ben Land. Hudson with a threat here in the bottom of the fourth. North leading 1-0. Ball outside. 1-0. Land, the number 8 batter. Had a hard line drive, knocked off the pitcher's glove. His first at bat. Curveball that time. Umpire likes that pitch. Even if it's around the plate, he's going to call it. That one looked a little bit high, but evens the count at 1-1. Ducharme, the runner at third. Another curveball that time. Same pitch, 1-2. That one. Land holds that swing. 2-2. Wouldn't be surprised to see another curveball here. Having some success with that. Quick time out there from Ben Land. Two and two here. Two outs. Bottom of the fourth. Brendan Ducharme, the runner at third. Line drive that time. Right, hard hit ball right to the third baseman. Sometimes you're just in the right spot. Hudson with another threat that inning. Gets a runner to the third base. The leadoff hit by pitch to Ducharme. But no runs, no runs. No hits, one left after 4. Eau Claire North Huskies 1, Hudson 0. All right, we're back here. Top of the 5th. Eau Claire North leading Hudson 1-0. Leading off for North, Braden Tillman. Fastball strike that time from Burkhoff. He's pitched a good game so far, only giving up 3 hits. Both pitchers doing a nice job. Hudson with, so far, 5 runners left on base. Another strike there from Burkhoff, 0-2. North's 1 run came in the third inning. Ground ball down to Bomber. Makes a nice adjustment. That one's going to get away, though. Runner's going to advance to second. Throw down there is not in time, so leadoff runner on Tillman for Eau Claire North on the throwing error. Good job that time. Balmer did a nice job adjusting that high hop. Probably threw off his back heel there a little bit, seeing as though he had to go deep for it. Tillman at second base here to lead off brings up the number 9 batter, Roscoe Rennick. Rennick singled his last at bat. Oh, 0-1 here on Rennick. Squares the bunt again. That one's going to get laid down. Nice placement. Burkhoff over to make the try to make the play, but can't. Just in kind of a dead spot in that infield. You had the runner at second. Balmer had to cover third base, and just a nicely placed bunt that time by Roscoe Rennick. And the runner, Tillman, moves to third. Nobody out here again. Brings up the top of the order, Jonah Hansen. Hansen with an RBI sacrifice fly last inning for the only North run. That one's in the dirt, ball one. North with a threat here, top of the fifth. That one's popped up, foul back. One and one on Hansen. A nicely placed bunt that time by Rennick. Really no play could be made there. Outside that time. 2-1. The runner Rennick at first. Tillman at third. Nice pitch that time. 2-2. Doesn't look like they want to move Rennick over and take that chance, just especially with nobody out here. Playing it conservative, got the top of your lineup, best hitters coming up. Ball outside. 3-2. Normal depth for the Hudson infield. Wedge, the first baseman, holding Rennick at first. 3-2 delivery. Runner goes, foul back. Three and two here. Runner goes again. That one's high. That one's high. Ball four. Loads up the bases here. Keep an eye on that Hudson bullpen here. Again, an important game for both these teams. Hudson, with a win, gets themselves back in position for a potential share of the Big Rivers title. There are a few games left yet, but looking at the schedule, I think both teams are going to have a good shot to win their rest of their games out.
Courtesy runner at first base for North, number 5, Casper Haas. Haas, courtesy runner at first.
Coach Brent Blagan out to the mound. See how the Hudson defense lines up here. Again, force plays at every base. But we're in the 2 spot here. Jack Kane, the batter, coming up to the plate. Nobody out here, top of the 5th.
Now batting for North, second baseman Jack Kane.
Infield depth is in, so Hudson's going to try to come to the plate on anything in front of him. Keep that run from scoring. Burkhoff out of the stretch. Ball low that time. 1-0. Outside that time. 2-0. North with threatening here. Bases loaded. 2-0 here on the batter, Jack Kane. Good pitch that time. 2-1. Outfield at medium depth. Runners again are going to look to advance on a fly ball. Ball outside, 3-1. 75 pitches so far for Burkhoff. North getting picky at the plate, not taking any pitches outside the zone there. Again, well coached. Ground ball that time. That's going to get through the gap there. Kind of got a dead ball here. I'm not sure what they're calling there. Look, I don't know. All of a sudden, Owen Wedge threw his hands up. No pitch. Thought maybe interference there, but the ball just kind of disappeared. I don't know what happened to it. Maybe you can see on the camera, but getting an explanation as to what happened.
For North, the shortstop, Gabe Richardson.
So we got everybody on the bases still. See what the official ruling is here. All right, we're going to have to come back to that because I'm... All right. So it looks like the ball hit that runner at first base, so he's out. A little confusion there, so one out here. Base is still loaded. Fly ball out to right field. That one's going to be just missed that time. A little confusion there on the defense. Ball gets overthrown. Balmer over there to cover it up. That's going to score a run, though. Just a little bit of a confusion there between right field and second base. Ball drops in. Runner advances to third, so that's another run for Eau Claire North. Bases are still loaded on that. Richardson that time, the batter, knocks in the run. Brings up Sam Feck. A little bit of noise coming out of the North dugout now. Count goes to full, 3-2. Three and two here on the first baseman. Got him on that one. Got him looking. Nice pitch that time by Burkhoff. Brings up the third baseman, Cole Bockham. 2 outs here now. Top of 5. 1 run in. 2-0 North over Hudson. See if Ben Burkhoff can get out of this pickle here. One and 0. That one's fall back. 1-1. Oh, nice pitch that time. Pulled the string on that one. 1-2. Good pitch that time. Slow grounder over to third base. Balmer charges. Can't get the handle on it. Reddick scores from third. It's now 3-0 North.
Center fielder Henry Wilkinson.
Brings up the center fielder, Henry Wilkinson. Again, bases loaded here. A couple of errors this inning. Lots of runners for North. Nice pitch. 0-2 here. Burkhoff unofficially sitting at 90 pitches, so this inning certainly ate up a lot of those. Ball high that time. 1-2. One-two delivery right up the middle. That one's going to get through. Oh, Ducharme with a nice play to knock it down. Throws over to third with the tag. That looks like it got him. They did. Well, lots of action there, folks. So a run scored on that last play.
For North in the top of the fifth.
Nice play that time by the Hudson defense. Ducharme getting over there to make that play, to pick that runner. But it was a busy inning. 3 runs for North on only 1 hit, a couple of errors for Hudson. After 4.5, North leads 4-0. All right, we're back here, bottom of the 5th. Peyton Lawrence leading off for Hudson. Lots of powder blue jerseys out there on the bases that last inning. See if Hudson can come back here. Number 9 batter Lawrence leads it off. Inside that time and tight, ball 1. Jaden Pascal, the pitcher for North, having a good night. Keeping the Raider bats kind of silent. A couple of threats there, but again, Hudson stranding 5 runners, only 2 hits so far. 1-0. That ball's high. Two 2-0 on the leadoff batter, Lawrence. Ball high that time, 3-0. Starts with 1. Got to get that runner on. Hudson's had the leadoff man on a couple different times, just not able to advance him. Had a runner at third base last inning with 1 out. Could not get him home either. So strike that time, 3-1. Fastball that time swung and missed. Count goes to full, 3-2. Three and two here on Lawrence. Foul back. Swap balls out here. Still a little bit of wetness in the infield on the grass. Still full, 3-2. And Lawrence draws the walk. Hudson again with the leadoff batter on here to start the bottom of the 5th. Brings us up to the leadoff batter, Wiley Balmer. Bomber singled his first at bat, 1 and 2 so far. Gonna have a quick timeout here by North. So big game again, like I mentioned, for both these teams. We've got some other teams in the mix. Memorial again with only 3. Some other teams in the mix. Memorial again with only 3 losses in the conference. So again, a possibility there that Eau Claire Memorial still has New Richmond on their schedule. Chippewa Falls, so a few more conference games left to go. A lot to be sorted out yet, but again, this is a big game for both these teams. Looks like we're going to have a pitching change here. Henry Wilkinson coming into the game to pitch for the Huskies. Pascal goes out to center field, so swap from center to pitcher. See what Wilkinson here can do. North leading 4-0. We'll take a quick timeout. We'll be right back. All right, we're back here. We'll swap here for North. Henry Wilkinson comes in to pitch. Pascal pitched a pretty good game. He went out to center field now, so just a swap there. Hudson brings up the top of the order. Wiley Bomber. Leadoff walk by Peyton Lawrence here. Again, bottom of the 5th, Hudson down 4-0. See if Hudson offense can get a little thing, get some things going here.
Third baseman, Wiley Bomber.
Starting to get a little bit more sun peeking in on us here. Actually getting to a spot. Hopefully those batters can navigate that too. Lawrence throw over to first by Wilkinson, not in time. A little activity down in the Hudson bullpen. We'll try to keep an eye on that. A couple people warming up down there. Wilkinson with the pitch. Strike 1. Oh and 1 on Bomber. Wilkinson takes a look over to first. Lawrence with a decent lead over there. He's going to go. That one's going to be flied to the left side and going foul. A little hit and run action that time by the Raiders. Pretty good depth in this pitching staff for the Huskies. Not necessarily anybody that's going to blow you away, but a lot of consistency, a lot of guys that they can throw out there, mix things up a little bit. 0-2 here on Bomber. Throw over to first, not in time. Runner goes. That one's flied out to center field. Center fielder's going to be able to get there. Pascal, he makes the throw over to 1. Off the base. Again, I think the sun kind of got in the eyes over there of the first baseman, Sam Feck, but a good job backing that up by Jonah Hansen. Can kind of see him blind his eyes a little bit as that ball came in. That can be kind of dangerous when you're looking right into the sun like that. But a nice catch out there by Pascal for the first out. Brings up Braden Ducharme. Lawrence again. Ball was deep enough. He could take a chance and try to advance to second and still have time to get back. Ducharme the batter. 1 out here. Bottom of the 5th. Throw over to 1. Not in time. Wilkinson in no hurry to come at the batters. He's keeping an eye on Lawrence at first. Inside that time. 1-0. Ducharme, the number 2 batter on deck, Jake Bussin. That one's fouled back. 1-1. Hudson dugout, quiet over there. Need a little life, get some activity going. 1-1 here. Throw over to 1. Quick little pickoff move there by Wilkinson. Kind of lulls that runner over there a little bit. Spin move, throw over to first, not in time. Again, 1-1. No hurry here by Wilkinson. Goes over to 1 again. Really trying to protect that 4-run lead here, I guess. Lawrence doing a good job getting a decent lead there. He's going to go again. Ground ball over to second base. That ball's booted a little bit. Ducharme over, and that throws off the base. Good scoop by the first baseman to even keep that from not going down the line. Put it in play. Good things can happen. So the runner advances on the steal. Ball hit to second base. Throws off. Give them an error here now, too. Little life here for Hudson. Catcher Jonah Hansen goes over to talk to Wilkinson. One out here, bottom of the 5th. Runner at second is Peyton Lawrence. Runner at first, Braden Ducharme. Feck not holding Ducharme at first. Wilkinson starts off with a strike. 0-1 here on Bussin. Kane, the second baseman. See if he comes over. He's going to fake the cover. Strike 2 on Bussin. Oh, 2 here on Jake Bussin. 1 out here for Hudson, bottom of the 5th. Line drive, oh my goodness. Gets that right back to the pitcher, Wilkinson. Great reaction. Snaps that out of the air. Runners, of course, thinking that that's going to advance. He gets the pick off of Lawrence at second. Just struggling there to get those runners move past second base here for Hudson. Hudson, no runs, no hits, 2 left. After 5, Eau Claire North 4, Hudson 0. All right, we're back. Top of the 6th inning here. Eau Claire North leading Hudson 4-0. Got some changes going on in the infield here for Hudson in the lineup. We'll talk about that here in a second. A little bit of movement. We got Jake Bussin moving over to pitch. Wiley Balmer moves over to shortstop. Peyton Lawrence is playing third base. And substituting in for the pitcher, Ben Burkhoff, is Eli Ramthen. They're going to put him in left field. So we'll mix all this up, figure it out when we get back to Hudson's batting lineup. But that's your defense. Now let's try to figure out who's up for. Mooney is up. Number 7 batter, Tyler Mooney. Thank you. Bussin' first pitch is high, ball 1. It's kind of like walking and chewing gum at the same time, trying to do this book and talk. Fly ball out to right field. That one's going to drop. Mooney with a little bloop single that time. Leads off the 6th inning for the Huskies with a leadoff single.
Left fielder, Braden Ducharme.
Brings up the left fielder, Brayton Tillman. See how aggressive they want to get here. North up 4-0. Again, pitchers in control. Bunt squares the bunt. Again, they're a good bunting team. Over to make the play. Bussin, nice throw that time. Good arm, gets that one down there, but the sacrifice works. Runner Mooney moves to second. We've seen some really nice bunts so far today from Eau Claire North, executing that sacrifice very well. Brings up Roscoe Rennick. Again, mentioned a bunt. He bunted his last time, got on and scored. Two for two so far for Rennick. Can always kind of tell how ball games are going. You hear that one dugout louder than the other. Right now, you've got a lot of noise coming from that Eau Claire North dugout. Bussin with the first pitch just outside, ball one. Mooney, the runner at second, one out here, top of the sixth. Bussin takes a look, comes to the plate. Ball outside, that's going to get away from Hove. Runner's going to advance to third base. So North again with a runner in scoring position here, the top of the sixth. Two and 0 here on Rennick. Fastball strike that time. 2-1. Infield in for Hudson, looking to maybe try to suicide squeeze there, but 3-1 on the batter, Rennick. One out here. See what North wants to do here if he squares the bunt. Infield is in. He's going to try it. Ball high. It's going to draw a walk here. One out walk. Puts runners at the corners again for Eau Claire North.
For North, the catcher, Jonah Hansen.
Brings us back to the top of the lineup, Jonah Hansen. Hansen walked and scored his last at bat, had a sacrifice fly for the first run back in the third. Again, North leading 4-0 here. Top of the sixth. Runners at the corners, Mooney and Rennick. Ball gets away again. Hove can't find it. That's going to score Mooney from third. Rennick moves over to second. Kind of doing it the old-fashioned way here. They're getting those runners advanced. Some errors by Hudson. All of a sudden, you're looking at a 5-0 score. Rennick, the runner at second. Again, Jonah Hansen, 1-0. Curveball that time. Catcher points down. That means that was low, but looked like a good spot on the plate. 2-0. Good cut that time by Hansen. Foul back. Two and one here. You can just kind of feel the energy from one side opposed to the other. See if Hudson can get out of this inning here with no more damage. One out. Rennick at second. Fastball that time. Ground ball to the second baseman. Backhand makes the throw. Scoop in the air. That one's not going to get handled. Wheels kind of coming apart here for the Hudson defense. Rennick, the runner at second, advances to third.
Second baseman, Jack Kane.
Brings up Jack Kane, second baseman. Hansen, the runner at first, decent speed. See how aggressive the North coaches want to be on the base pass here. Throw over to first. Not in time. Hudson comes to the plate. That one's high, ball one. Rennick at third, Hansen at first. Squares to bunt. They're going to try the squeeze play. He's going to get in there. Bussin can't make the play. Over to first, throw over to second, not in time. Very well executed bunt again by North. Get the suicide squeeze play. Kind of get to that spot where all of a sudden, really the only person that can make that play is the pitcher. And when it goes opposite, especially when you got a lefty up to the plate who can get out of the plate or out of the box quick. Just well executed. So that's a single. Brings up Gabe Richardson. Oh, 0-1 here on Richardson. Curveball that time. Strike two. Oh, 0-2 here on Richardson. One out, top of the sixth. Gets him that time. Sure looked like he went, and they're going to give him that. Strikeout for Jake Bussin for the second out. Brings up the first baseman, Sam Feck.
First baseman, Sam Feck.
Two outs here. Feck, the batter. Ball one. Jonah Hansen, the runner at second. Jack Kane, the runner at first. Big lead out there. Hansen getting down the line. 2-0. Ball high that time. Throw down to second. Hansen gets back. He's getting a big secondary lead out there. Good throw that time by Hove, just not in time. 3-0 here on the batter, Feck. Hudson with two outs, two in here for North. Curveball that time gets away. Runners are going to advance. Doesn't matter. That's ball four. Bases are loaded here. Brings up the third baseman, Cole Bockham.
Third baseman, Cole Bockham.
Bases juiced here. Two in so far. See if Bussin can get out of this one. Fastball strike that time. 0-1. Just misses on that one. 1-1. Again, good discipline tonight from the North batters. 1-1 here on Backham. 2 outs. Fastball strike that time. 1-2. Bussin takes a look. He's going to go with the batter here. Curveball gets away. He's got a. All right, ball in the dirt that time. Runners on, but they get him at the plate. For North, 2 runs on just a couple hits. 3 left after 5.5. 6-0 Eau Claire North. All right, we're back here. Bottom of the 6th. Owen Wedge leading off for the Raiders. Big hole to climb out of here. North leading 6-0. Only 2 hits so far for the Raiders. Both pitchers for North have done a nice job out there. First pitch to Wedge. That one's grounded to the shortstop. Sets and makes the throw. Gets Wedge for the first out.
Center fielder, Braden Ducharme.
Mentioned before, Hudson's had a few leadoff batters get on base, just have not been able to advance. They had 1 runner get to third, only 1 out, could not get that run home. A couple other times where they've had runners at first and second. Again, just not getting the ball in play to advance those runners. First pitch from Wilkinson on Braden Ducharme is a strike. Oh and 1. That one's hit up the middle. That's going to get through. Quick glove that time by Wilkinson. Just kind of coming off the mound there. Off his glove into center field. So a 1-out single by Ducharme.
For the Raiders, designated hitter Hunter Carlson.
Brings up the designated hitter, Hunter Carlson. Ducharme, good speed at first, but Hudson with a big hole here, like I said. Probably not looking to advance that runner on a steal. Wilkinson with a first pitch strike against Carlson. Oh and 1 on Hunter Carlson. 1 for 2 on the day. Fouls that one back. 0-2 on Carlson. Wilkinson not in any hurry, just taking his time, keeping an eye on the runner at first. Ducharme, not a big lead there. Comes to the plate, just misses with that. 0-2 or 1-2. Coach Blagan keeping the fire over there. Words of encouragement for Carlson. The 1-2 pitch. Jams him on that. Wilkinson's going to go to first. Go to second for the double play. Nice play by Wilkinson. 1-4-3 double play to end the inning. Just not a lot going so far for Hudson. Double play ends the inning. No runs. No hits. Nobody left. After 6-0, North over Hudson. All right, we're back here, top of the 7th. A little bit of movement here with the Hudson defense again. Will Haverly Sr. comes into pitch, number 8. Jake Bussin goes back to shortstop. Wiley Balmer back to third base. Peyton Lawrence back to left field. So, okay, we've got a pinch hitter coming in too as well. Number 9, Nolan Coyle.
Top of the 7th inning for Eau Claire North, pinch hitter number 9, Nolan Coyle.
Coyle coming in for Wilkinson in that spot. Fouled off there. First pitch. Will Haverly up 0-1. Comes back. Good curveball that time. Nice pitch. 0-2. Nice curveball that time by Haverly. 0-2 pitch. Curveball that time high. One and two here. Coyle, the pinch hitter. Ball high that time. 2-2. Again, for North, 6 runs on 7 hits. Hudson, no runs yet on just 3 hits. Haverly, the 2-2 delivery, that one's high. Full count. Full count here on the leadoff batter, Coyle. Top of the 7th inning. Good pitch that time. Gets him looking. Good pitch by Haverly. Strike 3 on Coyle. 1 out here brings up the batter, Tyler Mooney.
Designated hitter, Tyler Mooney.
Good pitch that time. Paints the outside corner. Mooney having a good day. Couple runs scored, couple hits. 0-1 here. Ball high that time. 1-1. And Hudson with 3 pitchers tonight. Burkhoff started the game. Replaced by Bussin. Last inning now Will Haverly. 1-1. Gets him on that one. 1-2. Good pitch that time. That one's going to bloop out there to right field on the 1-2 pitch. Good hold on that curveball. Able to push it the other way. So Mooney keeps his day hot here. Another single for him. Brings up the batter, Braden Tillman. Fastball that time outside. 1-0. Good pitch that time, inside corner strike. 1-1 on Tillman. Haverly, a senior, talking to his dad earlier. He's going to Augsburg next year to play baseball, so be good to see him close to home, playing a little ball. 1-1 here. That one's going to be fouled off to the left side. One and two here, the count. Runner goes. Throw down to second. It's going to be offline. Busting over to get a glove on it. Stolen base that time by Mooney. North staying aggressive here on the base paths. 2-2. Haverly delivers another strikeout for him. 2 outs, 2 strikeouts so far for Will Haverly in relief.
Right fielder, Roscoe Rennick.
Roscoe Rennick, again, another guy having a good night. A couple runs, a couple hits. See if Hudson can shut him down here, get one more crack at this. When you get production like Rennick's given the Huskies tonight in that 9 spot, that's off the handles. It's going to drop in and score a run here. Just kind of a jam job, got enough on it. Little blooper out there to center field. That's going to score Mooney. Good production from the bottom of this lineup for North tonight. As I mentioned, Rennick doing a nice job. Mooney getting most of their runs coming from that part of the lineup. Back to the top of the order here, Jonah Hansen. Nice curveball that time, strike. 0-1. Gets away. 1-1. One run in here for North in the 7th inning. Gets that inside corner again. 1-2. One and two on the batter, Carlson. Fouls that one off to the right side. Count stays 1-2. Reddick, the runner at first. Carlson, the batter. 1-2 delivery. That one's in the dirt. Good block that time by Hove. Two and two on the batter. Again, 2 outs here. Top of the 7th, runner at first is Reddick. Hansen, the batter. Will Haverly delivers. That one's inside. Count goes full, 3-2. Three and two on the batter. Rennick, the runner at first, he'll be off on the pitch. Ball outside. So a 2-out walk here for Jonah Hansen. It's like the courtesy runner coming in. Casper Haas coming in.
Now batting for the Huskies, second baseman Jack Kane.
Brings up Jack Kane. Kane, I think, was the one that had the suicide squeeze bunt last inning. Haverly starts out with a strike on Kane, 0-1. Ball just outside. 1-1 on Kane. Good pitch that time. Haverly goes up 1-2 here on Kane. Rennick, the runner at first. Haas, the pinch runner in at second. Curveball that time. Can't get him to bite. It's a good pitch. Good spot. 2-2. And good patience today by the Husky batters. That one's going to hit him. Hit by pitch. Moves the runners up. Brings up Gabe Richardson. Shortstop.
Gabe Richardson.
Good block that time by Hove. 1-0 here on Richardson. Again, bases loaded here. Top of the 7th. 1 run in for the Huskies. Good pitch that time. Fouled off to the right side. 1-1. Fly ball out to left field. Hit well. Left fielder out there to make the catch. Underneath it is Peyton Lawrence to retire the side. But for North, 1 run on a couple of hits. Strand 3 after 6.5. It's North 7, Hudson 0. All right, we're back here. Kind of do or die time for Hudson. Down 7-0 here, bottom of the 7th. Kyler Hove to lead it off. Looks like we may have a little bit of activity in the pinch hitting lineup here. We'll keep you posted, but right now we've got Hove up to lead off. Hudson down 7-0. Just not really able to put much together so far on offense. See if Hove can get it started out here to get a little rally going. Wilkinson still on the mound for the Huskies. Just misses outside there. 1-0. It's inside, 2-0 on Hove. On Kyler Hove. Fly ball out to center field. Pascal calls him off, makes the catch for the first out. Have a pinch hitter here coming in for the Raiders. Number 13, Logan Von Berg, hitting for Ben Land. 1 out here, bottom of the 7th. That one's fouled back by Von Berg. 0-1. One out here. Bottom of the 7th. 0-1 pitch. That one's high. 1-1. One and one here on the pinch hitter, Von Berg. Ball in the dirt that time, 2-1. On deck, Peyton Lawrence, left fielder. 2-1 here on Von Berg. Ball hit out to center field. Again, Pascal gets underneath it. Good flexibility. He was on the mound earlier. Now he's out in center field. Makes a couple plays here for the second out.
Left fielder, Peyton Lawrence.
Brings up Peyton Lawrence. Again, not a lot of offense from Hudson tonight. Only 3 hits, so good control by these Husky pitchers. Keeping the bats off for Hudson. Lawrence, first pitch, falls that one back. So we've got a few games left here for Hudson. I'm just looking at the schedule. Tomorrow they play Chippewa, so coming off this tough loss, they're going to play Chippewa in a doubleheader. Next week, Menominee on Tuesday and Thursday. So still some games to play. Curveball that time outside, 1-1. And then it's playoff time. We'll have to see where Hudson gets seated here. Again, expecting the Big Rivers to be represented well in those high seeds, the top of the Big River should get a home game or two. That one's fall back, 1-2. But North's going to be a tough out. You can see tonight, fundamentally strong, good pitching staff, well coached, as usual, but beatable for sure. Hudson had a tight game with them on Tuesday. Tonight, just things didn't go their way. 1-2 here on Lawrence. Wilkinson, the delivery. Again, fouled off. One and two. Peyton Lawrence, the batter. That one's off the end of the bat. Slow roller over to second base. Lawrence hustles down. Throw is in time to retire the side. Well, that's your ball game, folks. For Hudson in that last inning, no runs, no hits, nobody left. Your final score here from Grandview Park: Eau Claire North Huskies 7, Hudson 0. Watch our schedule on Raider Streaming. We'll be covering some more Raider games as the playoffs come along. But tonight, Hudson falls to Eau Claire North 7-0. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time.